made it inside the Bibendum wine tasting. A huge wine tasting, apparently. Second largest?
Second largest.
Second largest. Maybe next year, the largest.
Who am I speaking to?
My name's Dan. I'm the communications guy here at Bibendum, and very excited about getting some good video in the can today.
So this is a first as well, including kind of the blogosphere and Twitter properly. And
well, we think it's the first time a UK wine merchant has really tried to engage with a bigger online community. So yeah, we're doing some interesting things today, some Twitter Taste Live and some videos and interviews and things like that.
How many wines here today?
800.
800.
Give or take.
When can I start to actually swallow the wines? What time?
Well, you'll find some people get going straight away, but we would advise probably not before 3 o'clock.
3. I was thinking 4 because that's
when Twitter Taste Live will be in full swing. Of course, if you're watching this on live, it's already happened and it was a great success.
Thanks very much.
No problem.
I've bumped into someone who can help me here at the wine tasting. Amanda Wilshire.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
I notice you've already got a very nice light-looking white there in your hand.
Yes, I have.
What does a wine trainer do?
A wine trainer trains people about wine. Basically, my role in life is to break down the myths that wine is a Ponzi subject for people with money, push people. It's for everyone to enjoy. My job is to make sure people understand how to do that.
That's fantastic, which is great.
Because you'll be able to make me understand that.
I will indeed.
How do I go about tasting today so that I don't kind of burn myself out for putting it in a nice way?
Well, one of the main points is actually to spit. You need to spit everything that you taste. At the end of the day, obviously you can have a drink, you probably want a beer actually at the end of the day rather than wine. Mm-hmm. The main point is to take little sips and to spit and to not overdo it.
Okay, so as far as the tasting goes,
I understand there's various areas of the mouth that taste different things. Someone told me that you breathe in with the wine in your mouth to release certain bits and bobs. Gary Vaynerchuk told me that. And what are the little nuances, little secrets can you tell me?
You're exactly right, Christian. The reason why we slurp the wine is so that we get air over the wine, because really you taste everything in your nose. In your mouth you have those really basic things, sweetness, a bit of acidity on the sides of your tongue, all those lovely flavours, fruit flavours you actually detect in your nose. You know when you have a cold, you can't taste anything.
No.
If you hold your nose when you try the wine, you won't taste anything. Okay. So that's why we get all the air over the wine. It's not to look like an idiot.
Let's go for it then.
Okay.
Talk us through.
So, if we're going to taste the wine, first of all we need to look at the colour. Obviously we can see that's a sort of fairly pale lemon colour.
Like a healthy person's wee-wee.
Indeed, like a healthy person's wee-wee, which makes us think there's probably a fairly youthful white wine.
Yeah.
So once we've looked at it, we then need to smell it.
Okay.
And to be able to smell it, we need to swill it around in the glass to release all the aromas up into the top of the glass.
Lovely.
Then we need to stick our nose in and take a good whiff.
Do you have to have a big nose or any old nose will do?
A big nose helps, but a small nose
because
will do.
more receptors.
No, I'm only joking.
Oh, okay.
You just need to get your nose right into
I believe everything this girl says. I'm learning.
You just need to get your nose into the glass. Try not to actually snort the wine up your nose as well. Okay, so take a big sniff.
What are you getting?
Well, this wine actually is quite buttery. I know this wine isn't oaked, but it does have a nice buttery character to it. Bit of citrus, bit of apple. It's a Chardonnay.
Give me a quick go. Bit of a slosh. Wow, that's weird.
What are you getting?
Oh, it's creamy.
Creamy, good, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Creamy, buttery.
Yeah.
First wine of the day is always a bit harder.
Okay.
You know, it smells of wine.
You haven't started drinking already then?
Not yet,
It must be about 9 o'clock.
I know, and I haven't started yet. Second wine of the day is always much easier because you've got something to compare it to.
Excellent.
Having tasted wine.
Go for it.
Okay, so when we taste the wine, we need to put a small amount of wine into our mouth. Mm-hmm. Then you'll see me do the slurpy thing.
Yep.
The wine Ponzi slurpy thing, which is actually just to get that air over the wine.
Yep.
I'll also swill it around my mouth, give it a good chew. That means I can see if there's any sweetness, which I'll find on my tongue, tip of my tongue.
Okay.
And acidity will make the sides of my mouth water.
Right.
Okay, so let's give it a go. I'll try not to choke.
Okay.
So, I didn't feel any sweetness on the tip of my tongue, so it's dry. Sides of my tongue are watering, sides of my mouth are watering, which means it's got a bit of acidity, nice freshness, talk about acidity, might sound a bit negative. Actually, really important in wine to give it some freshness.
Great.
Fruit flavours, I'm tasting that lemon, apple, melons, those kind of flavours. Quite classic of Chardonnay.
Do you leave a little bit in your mouth just to kind of swallow so that you can get the alcohol? Not as in
Absorb the alcohol and get the buzz, but
to actually taste how much is in there.
You don't really need to because you can feel the heat.
Okay.
Often at the back of your throat you feel the heat of the
I was going to say that you wouldn't last long otherwise in this
No,
game. Not with the amount of
exactly.
wines that are here today.
Yeah, 800 wines. I mean, going to be on the floor by the end of the day.
How many will you get through?
If you were tasting all day, I mean, I would say it'd be hard to get through more than 100 properly.
Yeah.
Some tasters taste, hundreds and hundreds of wines a day.
Yeah.
But for an average taster, really to make any decent notes, to remember anything,
Right.
probably don't want to do more.
Well, I will definitely be starting slow. So, do you rate this? Do you want to quickly plug the wine and where it's from?
This one, this is Mesa Chardonnay from Edna Valley in California.
Mm-hmm.
They also make a syrup.
Yeah.
This Chardonnay is really delicious because it's not oaked, but it does have those really lovely buttery, creamy characters, which just give it a bit more roundness, a bit more edge, which is great for your Chardonnay drinker who says, I don't like Chardonnay anymore because of that over-oaking in the past.
Brilliant.
This is a really good alternative to that.
Thank you very much for our top tips on.
proper ways to taste wine.
Have a really good day. Stay on your feet.
Thank you, and you.
And so it begins. You know, this is the first time I have sat down all day. And look how sober I am. Hang on, I'm standing up. Watch the wobble. I'm just totally sober. I'm surrounded by 800 wines, and I've been here hours. And if you breathalyse me now, don't breathalyse me now, but I'm holding it together.
These guys are holding it together too. Some better than others. Wait, look at the state of that one. Right. He's happy. Not merry, just happy, because we're about to start the Twitter tasting live. These guys are already. I'm trying not to film the art in the background. That is a minimalistic piece that I'm allowed to film. They've got a few of them here. It's called White on White. These guys. Look, don't start yet.
Not starting. Not starting yet.
Just exercise. Get it. A head start.
We're starting. Let's get tasting.
Go for it.
Tweet it now. Ready?
Everybody tweeting. So it begins, guys.
Okay.
We're going for this one. Check that out.
Yes. I'll say yes.
Right, lead me to it.